Boy Setting Podcast.
Alright, we're back, and I'm Chris with my best friend in the whole wide world. Maybe not really, Freddie.
What up, you cock-sucking motherfuckers? And I'm not your best friend, but that's Alex's title.
I was going to say maybe not really.
Who do we have today, Chris?
We have the infamous, we've mentioned him a few times on here. You guys might know him, we mentioned him as Cbusta, but it's my nephew, Christian. Hello, Christian. Speak to the world.
Hey, this is Cbusta, aka Fox Boy, aka
Fox Boy. What a fag.
aka
Why,
Can I say that?
he-
Can I say
Chris.
faggot?
Hey, man.
aka
Whatever.
Tokido's nephew.
Well,
That's so fucking weird, though, because it's like, you ever hear those jokes, bro, where, like, only, like, in like, Hispanic cultures or, like African-American cultures, do you have an uncle and a nephew, and they're only, like, a year apart.
we're 9 months apart, right?
Oh, 9 months
Yeah,
apart.
because I was born in June of 91, and he's born in April of 92.
Jesus Christ, bro.
But,
It's just so weird.
I've never called him uncle though.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
you're
think
just
so.
that close in age that you don't, you know.
We're more, at the end of the day, I know people say, we're friends, we're like best friends, but really at the end of the day, we're almost like brothers. We grew up, so like, we live in the same house.
We're so
when we
close
grew
in
up.
age.
Yeah.
You know.
But before we get any further here, it is the Smoker Section podcast, right, Frederick?
That it is.
So, first let's see what our guest Christian is smoking on today.
I have a Tabak, Especial Red Eye.
Yeah, I know that's an infused one, for sure.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's basically sweetening.
Yeah, it's good. It's not too sweet though. It's like it's got a little sweetness, but because the last one I had when I was here, the deep dish, that one was like super. It was
Oh,
like,
the acid, yeah, that one's super sweet.
Yeah, it was super
Those acids
sweet.
tend to be really sweet. But it's made by the same company.
Drew Estate, right?
Yeah, they're all made by Drew Estate. Infused cigars. But, I mean, I love their infused cigars. They're really good.
Oh, yeah.
And what me and you are smoking
It's
are
the Southern Draw.
before, bro.
Okay,
Before we even get into this. These motherfuckers are hard to find. Not really hard because, they don't make a lot or whatever. It's just that they're really good sticks.
So they sell quick.
They sell quick. And not a lot of cigar shops or a lot of smoke shops or whatever, lounges, do they sell Southern Draw. Because this is, Rosa Sharon by Southern Draw. They mostly tend to sell like My Father, other brand like that. And I've been to a lot of places and they don't have these fucking sticks, bro.
So when you got these you get that Cigar International surprise box, right?
Yeah, so shout out to Cigars International. That's where I get all my stuff from. I shop online. We get magazines from them all the time. We have a couple magazines laying around here. So if you ever visit us down here, you'll see magazines in the lounge area that we have and all that shit. But yeah, definitely they had like a Christmas surprise pack, and it was I don't know. They didn't even tell me what brand it was. It was just 10 premium cigars. They said gift wrapped with like the
But
smiley
that's the thing.
logo.
It was like supposed to be like a surprise on which brand it was. Right?
Yeah, I think so. It was like a Christmas gift, basically. You paid like $20, bro. I think it was like $20, which is cheap because these sticks alone are probably $10. If
Oh,
that.
so the ones we have right
Yeah,
now
the
are
ones
just
we
$20.
have
Yeah.
are like $20, or $10 each or whatever. It depends on where you go. But it's crazy because remember I was doing like an opening, and I kind of like showed you guys.
Yeah, and you were like, oh
And
man.
holy fuck, it's Southern Draw. Holy fuck, it's Rosa Sharon. So they sent me 2 of the same packs of 5 packs. It was like a sampler pack or whatever.
Yeah.
So we got 2 of these, and I was like, holy fuck, dude. And I was telling you about them that they're really good sticks. And but yeah, so we're smoking Southern Draw, Rosa Sharon sticks. They're really good.
So
If you guys are into them.
it's Connecticut, right?
Yeah, Connecticut
It's
leaf.
really smooth and real. Like I love it right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
these
really
are
good.
Toros, Connecticut leaves. So if you guys are into Connecticut's or cigars, definitely I would go with one of these. It's a must go.
All right, so getting into this with Christian, basically what I told you before we started, I was like, this is gonna be the Chris and Chris story time for the most part. Because me and Christian went on a lot of different adventures together. But first of all, what do you want to touch on first, Christian? Want to talk about like?
I don't know. There's so much.
Well, I guess
Why don't you guys in the short time that I've known both you guys, because obviously, like we said before, I met you playing online,
Yeah.
Call of Duty That's how I met your nephew. You know,
That's how we all met, yeah.
Yeah, which is funny because that's all I call him now. And that's like fucking gamer tag Cbusta.
Well,
like I don't even call his name.
Yeah.
Well, because your fucking name's Christopher, right?
But yeah.
And his is Christian.
But you always called me Tokido at first until
Did I?
like in the game, yeah, and then it started becoming.
Well, yeah, and then it was just Chris. I was like, fuck this, and I'll just call you Chris and him Cbusta or whatever. But yeah, like talking to you guys seem like you guys they used to go out a lot, you know, to like not clubs, but like concerts and like out of state.
Yeah. So 2012, 2013 was our heyday. I want to say, like of course the other years after that, of course, but that was like the big into the right.
Was it started 2012 or was it like 2011? I
Well,
think.
2011 was our hip hop days, so we were doing like
yeah.
Drake and stuff like that.
But that was towards the end. That was like the end of the hip hop
Yeah.
because
I know we like to fuck around with you a lot and stuff like that. We kind of are known in our little group as the Drake haters, quote unquote.
Really?
Oh yeah, if you ask Alex, he'll say we're Drake haters. But the thing is, I don't really hate Drake. I more hate his fan base because I feel like they act like he can't do no wrong.
yeah, yep.
Which his last two albums to me were trash.
So basically, he has like the hip hop supporters, like Trump supporters, kind of. Is that?
No, yeah, I guess because like his album won't even be out yet. And they'll be like, they'll listen to the first track and
Or
be
like-
like, this is fire, and it's like.
Or like when
Listen to
he
the-
dropped that mixtape, that Scorpion or whatever. They were all like, "Oh, this is fire! This is fire!"
Or More Life, I think you're thinking of.
or was it More Life or?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know I think
one
Scorpion. I didn't like.
Well, his
Scorpion.
mixtape was "If You're Reading This Is Too Late."
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the one with Skepta and all them.
Oh, that was More Life.
that was More Life.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, More Life. Yeah, that was the one that people were like, "Oh, this
Bro,
is-
that show's fire, bro.
I don't know, man. I couldn't
Bro,
fuck
that
with it.
This is okay. I like Drake a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a really big Drake fan.
He's great live.
He is great live. I've seen him twice, I believe. I think it's twice. My favorite album by his is Nothing Was the Same.
Something was the same.
I fucking had that in vinyl. It's one
Well, see,
of
that's my opinion. Is that his first three albums are his best albums.
dude the best. Like it, but to me, he is consistent. You know what I'm saying? Even you could say like, oh, that album sucks. This and that. You know, whatever. To me, he's consistent, bro. Like everything he drops. I don't care if he bites anybody's style, whatever. But as far as lyrics go and just like his delivery and everything else, songwriting, bro, I fucks with him, bro.
Well, as we all know here, I am a Kid Cudi stan, so I can't.
Yeah,
I can't talk too much shit, right?
yeah. Well, they had a diss track to each other, right?
Well, they
Like
they kind of talk shit on
misunderstanding.
stage together and stuff like that. But they made up, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, but that's like one of our first big concerts was the Lil Wayne I Am Music, and he introduced Drake there, and they performed All the Girls in the Road.
Yeah, yep.
And then
T-Pain was there.
after
Yeah.
that, it was the Drake concert for was this the first album?
Take care.
Yeah, it was for Take Care. It was.
No.
Oh, you
Thank Me
talking
Later.
about So Far Gone?
Thank Me Later.
Oh, well, because So Far Gone was like technically. Was that a mixtape?
They
was a
called it
mixtape.
That was a
mixtape.
mixtape, right? So Far
But-
Gone was a mixtape.
It was Thank Me Later.
Yeah,
We
it's
went to
like-
that one in
yeah.
Chicago, and that was a dope ass concert.
Remember,
Yeah.
I've seen one of your friends there.
Yeah, we seen a guy that we used to. We seen J Lo there.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, but we also ran into Rick Ross there too.
Like the real Rick Ross?
Real Rick Ross, he was there. We
Like
seen
in
him
the
as we
stands?
were,
Like in the...
when we were leaving.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah. When we were leaving, yep.
Oh,
I,
damn,
I
dope.
totally forgot about that till right now. I forgot that Rick Ross was there but he didn't even perform or nothing like that. He was just there.
Yeah, he was just there as a fan, basically.
But we have a funny story. I only bring this up because of the funny story that happened when we were waiting in line to go in. This dude came up to me, and usually I don't, you know, what I mean, I know we all know Chicago homeless dudes come up to you. This guy came up to me and was like, "Hey, bro, can I get $10?" I was like, $10? He's like,
That's a specific ass amount.
"Yeah." I'm like, $10? He's like, "I just got out of jail, man.
Oh.
I'm just trying to buy a bottle." And I was like,
Dude, I
"Since
forgot
you're being
about
honest
that.
with me, I'll give you $3 because that's all I had in singles."
$3.
He was like, I can get something with this, thank you. Left. But I was like, I told Chris, like, you gave him money? I'm like, he was being honest with me. He just got out of jail, man.
I would have given that $10 for being honest, bro. I swear to God, I would have. I would have been like $10, bro. Specific as fuck.
Like what you know what you want to get if you're asking for $10. Like
Yeah,
there's something
hell yeah.
specific you want.
Some
E&J or something.
No, what's the other one we were talking about? Parmesan. Remember with Hurricane we were talking about Parmesan.
That's probably what you wanted to get.
That's just fire, bro. But yeah, dude. That's
I forgot all about that guy asking you that until right now. See, you always remember like certain details that. Like,
Oh yeah.
he always
I remember
remembers
we
like, these
almost
certain details.
that night for the Drake concert too. We almost missed our train back because it ended ended kind of late, and we took the train out there to Chicago.
Yeah, because we weren't driving yet.
Yeah.
where was it at?
Chicago Theater.
Oh, Chicago. Really? Drake was there?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how you know he was just blowing up at the time because that's a small ass.
Yeah.
And we had to run to get to the train, or else we were gonna miss it. And we both had school the next day because we were. So this must have been 2010.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah.
That must have been
You
2010.
ran?
What?
You ran?
I hate you, Freddie. I wasn't this Chris yet. All right.
I just imagine
Brian just walked briskly fast.
Cbusta was like, "All right, bro, I'm gonna go in there and then
I'll hold the door open for you. I won't let them take off without you."
Well, that's cool because I know you guys. That's cool that even though you guys are family, and our uncle and nephew, whatever, you guys see each other more like as friends. You know, really close friends, where you guys do things. You know, together. You know, as far as going concerts, going clubbing, doing party, whatever it is.
It's just crazy that our tastes seem to match each other's for the most part.
Yeah.
Like he would show me something, or I would show him something, and we would both like it.
Remember I would make you those mixtapes?
Yeah, that's how.
Off of LimeWire and shit.
Yeah, I forgot where I would download them at.
Was it Aries? I know Aries was used.
Oh, Aries.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm not too sure where I would download them at, but I would make him CDs. And, I would even make little album covers for him and shit like that.
Ooh, damn,
Like I said, when Christian does something, he puts his heart into it. But speaking of that, before we get into more storytelling, everybody knows we have been doing TikTok lately, and we had Carissa on recently, and she was the one that helped us with the idea for it. But right here is our director for the most part. I guess that's what we call him, right?
No, definitely. Because and it's funny how it all happened because, when I came with you, I came to you about the idea of, after a podcast, I've been wanting to do it for a while. You're like, oh shit, me too, and I got a basement, we should do it here, blah, blah. And then, obviously, then we had, obviously we had in the earlier episode, we had, A-Rod, which is our engineer, basically. He mixes everything, all the audio and shit. I work on the video, and you're gonna be helping me with that soon. Goddamn, I can't talk.
Thank you, Uncle Joe.
So you'll be helping me with that, as far as audio goes and everything else. But and then it's funny how it worked, how it all happened where Cbusta would come down here with us and shoot the shit and help us because Cbusta was a big help down here as well.
Oh yeah,
he would help us paint. He would help us move trash, whatever the fuck it was. He would, whenever he was off or after work, he would
even
help
came with us a nice gift.
Yeah, and he brought cigars. He brought that humidor, that glass one or plastic one, whatever, the jar one. And then I think he came up with the idea, right, of TikTok. So I don't know how we came up with the idea.
Well, I know Clarissa gave him.
Oh yeah,
idea.
she was definitely an inspiration. I seen her TikTok blown up.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, maybe you could get. I wasn't even trying to get involved. I was just thought of the idea for you guys.
No, but as I was saying though, it's funny how he, one day he comes oh yeah, we should do TikToks, and then all of a sudden he just became the director of TikTok.
Because I was like, dude, you're gonna have to help us with this.
Yeah, because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing with TikTok. When we started, I haven't even downloaded TikTok yet. I don't think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was new to the shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, it's just stupid and whatever. And
but it was a good.
Now you're addicted.
Yeah, right. Now I'm fucking looking at TikToks, not the big bank ones.
Oh yeah. None of that.
None of that shit. But no, that was a big help, because we know about TikToks and because we already had our own social medias or whatever. But like I said, he helped us with that, and his girlfriend Clarissa helped us with that.
Well, yeah, that first time we came down here filming, I remember I was texting her the whole time, like, okay, so what do we do now?
Yeah,
well, we had no idea. None of us had any idea. How did we edit this?
But what I was getting at though is funny how usually when you do something like this, you're like, you have friends like, hey, can I help you with something, or do you? He's just like, yeah, so we started doing this. We're gonna start doing this. I'm like, all right, I guess you're.
Next thing you know, he's part of our group chat for the podcast, and because we have a little group chat. It was just me, you, and A-Rod, and the next thing you know, Cbusta's in there.
Yeah, and he makes we make another one where he's involved now and shit. So now we talk about TikToks or this or whatever, and Also, not only did he help us with the TikToks, he helped us with the fucking intro.
Yep, our intro that we started with this new season. One day, we were talking about doing the intro, and things just got like, we were trying to get people to help us out with it and stuff, and things just kept falling through. Next thing you know, one day,
It was actually on Valentine's Day when I sent it to you because I remember I was getting ready to go out with Clarissa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm just sitting there and I'm just doing my thing, and a text message pops up. He's like, "Hey, I made this. Check it out." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I sent it to the group, and then we're all just like going crazy over it because we're like, "This is awesome!" And I know he's probably like feeling like, "Yeah."
Yeah, definitely, dude. That was crazy, man. No, but that was like a big help. Especially because, like, how we had said, last season, episode 10, where I was like, trying to get the, YouTube shit going and videos, and then we didn't do this and that. We didn't try to get, fucking intro going, whatever. And, we have so much on our plates trying to finish this studio up and shit like that. And he was a big help, as far as doing the, helping us with social media and then helping us with the intro and shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was really dope, Like I said, because nobody asked him to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you guys were going to get, like, season 2 starting up, and then A-Rod, that guy wasn't getting back to A-Rod, and I was like, you know what? I used to mess with that GarageBand app.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in our
And,
EDM days.
EDM days.
So then I was like, you know what? Let me open it up and just mess around with it. And then I ended up making that beat, and I was like, I kind of like this. It's pretty chill. Sounds like a good opening, song. So then I sent it to Chris. Honestly, when I sent you, I didn't think that you'd love it like that. I thought,
dude, I fucking would hate. Like, my girlfriend was next to me, and I was like, holy fuck. She's like, what is that? I was like, fucking smiling from ear to ear. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. This is dope. I was like, Chris's nephew, did this. He made like a little fucking intro, whatever. And then like listen to it. And she was like, "Oh man, I like it. Like it's pretty dope." Or whatever.
Yeah, it like fits to me. It fits like the mood of our
just
our
like,
podcast, nice and chill, and
it's not like too upbeat, but it's not like slow. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but it's,
what I always said, people was like, well, when I told you, it was like it has like a Dr. Dre feel almost. Like, it reminds me of Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was going for like a chill, sound, but then I wanted to add a little bit of hip hop in there because I knew that we all liked like a little hip hop like kind of beat in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it came out, man. It came out really good though, man. I really didn't expect that at all. This shit, but I mean, just the whole. That's what I like though. You know what I'm saying? To where you have friends, part of this, our little group chat, whatever we have, and like. Without us asking, you know what I'm saying?
It just happens, yeah.
It just happened, you know
like
what I'm
that
saying?
one time we were down here and I think we were just down here doing stuff and we didn't expect Christian to show. Like we didn't even know he was coming. He just, I was like, "Oh shit!" He was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I had nothing going on, so I knew you guys were doing stuff." So I think it was when we were cleaning the walls and.
Just
so you guys know,
this shit was like, it was almost this color, but with dirt.
But the thing is, the stuff we brought was so strong, we had to clear out. Remember?
Oh yeah. I remember we all got headaches. We had to like get the hell out of here.
We were gonna die in this man room.
And we had PPE, bro.
What?
OSHA's listening. We had PPE.
Yeah.
We had rubber. No, we did. We had rubber gloves.
Yeah, we did.
Oh no. Yeah.
But I think what it was, we didn't have a fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have a fan. Like eyes were burning and shit. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we should. Like everybody get out.
I remember we were all able to get out, and Alex is still in here. We're like, Alex, get out.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here before you pass out and shit. Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, so as far as like growing up, like were you guys always like together and shit?
Yeah,
well, obviously you're so close in age.
Well, you know how in the past I had talked about going to what's it called, catechism and CCD classes and stuff like that. I was right in there with Christian. Our parents put us in there specifically together.
Yeah, same classes and everything.
So a lot of it's funny, we weren't in the same schools, but for that we would have like the same friends from there. And then when we
go to the basement.
We would go to this place called the Basement. It's funny to think about it now.
What the hell was that?
So it was this Methodist. It was a church in Hammond.
Yeah, it was a church.
Methodist church.
Yeah, Methodist.
And we were not. We were, like I said, we were Catholic. So I don't know. I think somebody I knew invited me once. So I went, and the next thing you know, it became like a thing every Saturday when we were like in middle school. We would go there. and they would have like Bible study.
Well, they would like because they had like all the new game systems, all the new games, and like
Damn.
we would just go there and like play games, and then like
They would even
how
have
long-
old school. They
how-
even had old school games on there.
how long?
And then I like the snack bar.
Oh yeah, they had a snack bar too.
Of course, I like the snack bar, right?
He's just like the only one there. Everybody's playing video games over there. Like, oh yeah, I'll be over there.
Can we get the nachos
But
and cheese?
I want to say like I don't know how long was the whole like thing. How long was it open for? Like 3 hours or?
It was open like from like 7 to 10 or something like
Yeah,
that.
7 to 10, and then like about halfway through to 10, they would tell everybody to get off the games, and then they'd be like a 30-40 minute Bible study, and then you go back to playing games.
I know that didn't work. Like after that, like kids are for those 30, 40 minutes, like fuck, I can't wait to get back in the
Yeah,
Nintendo.
that's how I was.
Yeah, because it would just be like you would have to go through it quick.
right.
Like they would pair you up with like other like the youth
And
pastors.
the cool thing was about it is if you had a cool like youth pastors, like they wouldn't really.
They'd rush it through.
Yeah, they kind of rushed through it so you could go back to playing games. But then sometimes when you get to older people, man, you'd be sitting there for like forever, just like, oh, when is this gonna end?
And the thing is funny is I remember when we stopped going, is that they kept trying to push us to go to this like Bible camp, and my dad was like, "You're not going to that." And at first I kind of wanted to because they were making it sound cool.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of probably glad my dad stood because they were probably trying to convert us. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's what it was all for at the end of the day. But yeah, that was we would do that when we were younger. We were always hanging out. Christian would sleep over at my house a lot. I would sleep over at his. We would always. Yeah, it was almost like I said. We were almost like brothers.
Shit, your dad would take us everywhere. Remember to movies.
Yeah, my dad. My
Shit,
poor dad,
circus.
man. My poor dad. He had to sit through some horrible movies.
Poutie tang.
They'll do the same. I remember.
So the story was, Christian came over to my house. We'd have to look at when they came out. Probably like 2000 or 2001 it came out. So we were either 9 and 10 or 10 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, probably 9 and 10.
I want to say about 9-10.
Christian comes over to my house and goes,
Well,
"Dude, there's this movie."
wasn't there a movie that you guys originally wanted to go see?
No, what it was is our uncle was actually, my uncle that we had on the podcast. We were all gonna go see the Atlantis movie, the Disney Atlantis,
Mm-hmm.
and because we were gonna take, his little sister, I guess she was gonna go see that. And Christian's like, "Man, we should go see this cool superhero movie I seen the trailer for called Poutie Tang." He's like a black dude with a belt. It looks cool. And then I'm like, "Yeah, Dad." And then he's like, "All right, Carlos, you take Alexis to see Atlantis, and we'll go see Poutie Tang." And then, like I said, Poutie Tang, the first thing that's said in that movie, I remember one of the first things that said, and I'm like a 10-year-old kid. I already know it's like, what's going on. I didn't get it was a joke movie. So the first thing it said is, "Oh, this story is about Poutie Tang. He comes from a small town right outside of Gary, Indiana, named Chicago." And I'm like, small town outside of small town.
Yeah.
When you're that age, you don't get a satire, I guess. But
Yeah.
we ended up loving it.
Yeah.
My dad walked out and said, "That was the worst thing you guys ever done to me. This was garbage." And to this day, we always mess with my dad and say, "Hey, your favorite movie, Poutie Tang, right?" To this day, we mess with him about that. But my dad had to sit through some horrible stuff. Like the Mortal Kombat movie, too, the second one.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit was.
I remember he sat through that. Man, he sat through some.
He said some horrible stuff.
Did he go with us when we went to go see? What was that one about the? It was a video game, the zombie video game, and then they made it into a movie.
Resident Evil?
Oh, that was, it was called, you always see it at the arcades, definitely at the movie theater arcades, it would be like House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Was
we
he
went to
there?
go see
Did
that.
he go with us?
My dad took us to see that. The reason why I remember that one I only remember my dad blew up after the movie.
Uh-huh.
Because we got out the movie, it was the summertime. We got into the car, and my dad's a diehard Cubs fan. I remember it was Aramis Ramirez was still playing for the Cubs. He hit a grand slam. You hear it on the radio. My dad's like, "I had to sit through that garbage. I could be watching Aramis Ramirez hitting a grand slam right now. I missed it because of that garbage."
You're like fucking 9 like that. I'm sorry, bro.
But there was that's one of the movies I knew was garbage.
Yeah, bro, I miss the movies though, bro. Like just the nostalgia. Bro, like remember when they used to have the arcade and shit there? I think now I don't know.
They got a bar there now, right?
Yeah, they got a bar.
Yeah, I went to the movies recently, like a couple weeks ago. But I They don't have arcade games anymore, I don't think.
No, they got that bar there now.
They took it away.
It's a bar now and shit.
But you know what's crazy too? Going back, to that stuff. Talking about the movies. Our first job, both our first job, was the movie theater at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys worked there together?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Chris started before, and then I started about a year later.
You want to talk about why it was? You know what your first job was supposed to be, right? You remember? Target.
Oh yeah. Target.
Your mom was gonna get you in, but what did you do at the interview that messed you up?
Fuck, I don't remember, man. See, you remember all these like small.
I don't know
details
why I remember this
I
stuff.
can't-
Didn't even happen to me, and I remember it.
I can't remember.
Well, I hope you remember when I bring it up because I don't want people to think I'm lying. But remember, he told me, he was like, I knew he didn't get the job when I had the interview. I guess his mom was friends with one of the managers or something there. And as he was getting interviewed, they asked him, why do you want to work here with us? His response was, I don't know. And he said, I seen the guy write it down. And right there, I knew I didn't get the damn job.
Oh yeah, okay, I do remember that moment. Yeah. I think it was because it was my first interview ever, so like, I don't know. I was just
Well, how old were you?
I was nervous. I didn't know what to like. What
How
to
old were
say.
you?
It was probably 2007, right?
Yeah, it was like 2007, or yeah, it was like 2007.
So you were 16?
Yeah, 16.
And a lot of people at Target shop or to apply with
Yeah, you would just have to get a note from your school. You had to have good enough grades for them to allow. So I don't know how I...
Yeah, I remember I had to do that when I got the job in the theaters.
School permit, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I do remember that, Chris. I think it was just because I was nervous at the first interview,
First, imagine you got hired there. You could have became like a Target manager and shit. Then like franchise. I don't really do franchise.
I don't know how that works with them.
I don't really franchise.
I think
stores.
I think I was only gonna do like cart pushing for the season or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But I'm happy I ended up going to the movies because that was a really fun job.
That was some times there.
But I would have preferred working at Target as a cart pushing than Walmart.
Yeah.
Bro, they're fucking... Bro, I hate Walmart. Like, their cars, bro. I seen a meme. It says every fucking cart at a Walmart needs, like, a wheel alignment and shit.
It does, it does.
I swear to God.
You got the one that just goes...
It flickers and shit.
Yeah.
Or, like, one just stays stationary and, like, pulling the fucking cart and it stays, like...
Yeah. Or they make that fucking loud-ass noise.
Yeah, dude. God. Jesus.
But, when we worked at the movie theater, Christian let in somebody, a drunk man, in the back door. This is before that big, don't take it serious about anything, but this is before that big thing happened, for the Batman movie, the big...
Oh, when they're
this was before that.
This was before that.
So this was before that, so people were able... Like, they were more lenient about letting people in.
Yeah.
So there was a guy, drunk guy banging on... Like, we were just... I think our shift had just ended. We were walking to our locker room. The side windows you could walk out.
Yeah,
side doors you could walk out.
I think we were waiting on a ride, actually.
Yeah, and the dude was just banging on the door. And I just looked at him like, just leave it. And Christian's like, he's banging on the door. So he opened it. And the guy's like, just walks in. And he goes, do you know... Just say, I don't know. He asked for a female's name. Do you know Samantha? I don't think that was the name.
Yeah, it was Samantha because remember I used to call her
It was Sam,
I
yeah.
used to call her Sam. Or was it Sam? I used to call her like some guy name. She'd get mad.
No, that was Michelle. You used to call her Michael.
Oh, that's who it was. That's who he was looking for.
Well, he was looking for Michelle. And then Christian goes, oh, yeah, she's in the front. He was like, that bitch was shitting on me. I'm going to fucking kill her and kill him. And then Christian goes, and that guy worked there too. And Christian goes, let's get out of here. I just I said, you don't want to tell nobody? He's like, no, I let him in. Let's get out of here.
You let her fucking murder inside the goddamn thing. Nothing happened.
We never heard anything, so I
never...
think it was all good. But
that's fucked up.
I think he was a little bit older too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was an older dude.
Yeah, he was an older guy. But yeah, that was funny as hell. I remember looking at Chris like, we need to get out of here.
Well, I heard working at the theaters was fun though. Like I had a friend too who said he worked there. I think while he was in high school, and he said it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. I loved it.
It had its moments where it was fun, but then it had its moments where.
Well, see.
Because remember when me and you were trying to leave, and they kept being super picky about they wouldn't let us leave unless because remember there was a fucking kernel on the floor.
Yeah, it depended on your manager you had. Because the thing is, they had, back in the day, if you remember these theaters out here, the Showplay 16, they had side concessions. They closed them off now, but on each side of they had like side concessions for weekends that would get real packed, like big releases.
Oh, okay.
And they one
Side
time
concessions were really only for like refills because we didn't like. I remember people used to get mad at us because they'd want nachos and we'd be like, "Oh, you have to go up to the front."
No, the thing is, we had nachos. We didn't have the peppers over.
Oh
there,
yeah. We didn't have the peppers, so we'd be like, "Oh, you got to go up to the front."
If you had somebody that was real committed working with you, they would go get a bunch of side cups. But me and Christian, we weren't going to do that.
That shit.
You go to the front and get it. You got legs.
Yeah, but I heard that like that friend who used to work there told me that obviously it had its perks and you could watch free movies and all that shit, but he said that they would make you pay for everything as far as like if they had bags of popcorn left they would throw out, they wouldn't let you get shit.
Yeah,
that's
they
true.
wouldn't let you.
You would throw like huge garbage bags full, like we were closing, like huge garbage bags full of popcorn at night away, like wasting all that food. And my fat ass, yeah, this is how you know this was gonna come. This was coming for me one of these days because, well, me and a couple of guys used to do it. I'm not gonna lie, the movie theaters had great hot dogs in my eyes. Like the hot dogs they're expensive as shit, but they're fire.
The Eisenbergs.
The Eisenberg hot dogs. Sometimes you'd throw like 10 of them away at night. So what me and this other guy would do is we would just skid them. We'd make them, put them on the bun, and then stick them in our pockets and shit. We walking out with the hot dogs and shit.
Remember?
But I ain't throwing that shit away, dog.
Remember for
what the fuck? You forget, like you get home and shit, and like you take your pants off and you put them in the washer, and then like the water gets clogged, the hole, cause there's hot dogs and buns and shit. What the fuck is in here? There's hot dogs in the water and shit.
I remember. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying I remember for Christmas they fucking gave us a drink and a popcorn or a baby popcorn for
our Christmas gift for our break because on Christmas Day it was always so crazy, so we all worked like 12-hour shifts
before. Because originally when we get on break we would only get like a little like like the water cups that you get like at the
like a cone cup,
like a little cone cup.
Yeah.
You would only get that filled with popcorn and that filled with like a drink.
Bro, you feel like 3 kernels in there.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
Well, you would be able to. Oh, you can fill as much as you want, but I'm not gonna keep walking up on my break to get some more.
Bro, I eat like 3 cups full there, and then like, all right, here.
So that was our normal, what we'd get normally on a break, and then for Christmas they gave us like a kitty drink and a kitty popcorn.
That was our Christmas gift.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's because our manager he's in jail now. Our general manager.
For what?
He was an asshole. He was selling credit cards and shit. There was 3 of them.
Bro.
It was him. And
shit, I probably bought some gas from his ass. Bro, I miss those guys, bro. You like over here in the hood, bro. You should always, when I pull up and shit, used to have a motherfucking crackhead or somebody like, hey, I'll fill up your tank for $20. Bro, you know how many full tanks I got for $20 back in my day, bro? You don't see that shit no more, bro.
Man.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
I don't remember. That never happened to me.
No.
But maybe because, I don't know, people just thought I looked like a narc or something.
I guess.
But, yeah, the dude was selling credit cards, and there was this bitch. I'm glad she got caught.
Well, there was a whole like
whole bunch of them.
people.
Yeah.
No, what it was, he wasn't stealing credit cards. Liz was stealing credit cards. What he was doing was he would, like the movie ticket.
Yeah.
He'd stand up in the front and he would be the guy ripping tickets. And what he would do was he would rip the side that you're supposed to give the customer, and he'd give them the other side. And then at the end of the day, he'd go and refund all those tickets and keep the money to himself.
Mm.
Oh, that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was him and that guy Andrew, who I hated.
Yeah. Yeah, what they're doing, they were keeping the ticket stubs and then they were just putting them in.
So what's the whole deal with that? Because I never really asked anybody about that. Like, when you buy a ticket, they come with like 2 little sides, and they'll give. Is that like?
Well, see, we were concessions, so.
But you don't know like what that was for.
Well,
no,
the one side had like the barcode, and with the barcode, you were able to issue a refund with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it would basically be also like your receipt, like, cause sometimes you would go and it'd be like a packed movie, like. I'll say at that time, The Dark Knight was a huge movie, so you would we'd have to have somebody stand outside the theater and mark it because people would try to sneak in, and if it was a sold-out showing, there's no more seats left. We have to make sure you have a ticket.
Right. But were you able to get a refund from a movie ticket?
Yeah, there was people that
like how though? Like, oh, that movie was trash.
Well, like for example, like when that one movie Watchmen came out, there was. It wasn't. It was a more adult movie.
It was a rated R movie, but people
were taking their kids to go see it, and then like 5 minutes of the movie, there was like a lesbian scene and a big blue naked guy walking around. So they would come out and be like, yeah, like we thought this was a kid friendly movie. Can we get our money back?
Yeah, it's only rated R. I mean,
But see, that's the thing too, and we tell like people like me, I probably wouldn't have cared because, like I said, I never did the ticket booth. But like we had critics, people up there that would be like, "Hey, just let you know, this movie is rated R.
Yeah.
You have your kids with you, and it's your choice. I'm just letting you know, this is what it's rated R for."
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's funny because my oldest brother, when his two boys were younger, when Deadpool came out, he was like, "Oh, it's a superhero movie, whatever." Like, you don't fucking know, because I'm not into like really Marvel or anything like that superhero shit. And I mean, I like him, and he didn't know either. He said he took his boys in or whatever, and then he was like, "Holy fuck, this is not a kid movie." He's like saying fuck and
he gets
sexual
pegged in that
innuendos
movie.
and all that
Oh
shit.
yeah, he gets pegged. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, right. And then my brother told me like when he got home, he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How's the movie?" He was like, "Oh, it ain't for kids." I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Yeah, it's he says fuck and all this shit is like sexual innuendos and shit in there and whatever." I was like, "Damn, that's fucking crazy, bro."
Remember, funny story, but they actually had to make a rule at the theater because of me. Remember that?
Oh, well, explain the rule.
Oh, well, what happened was it was my birthday weekend, and I didn't want to work on my birthday weekend, so I made up a lie and said I was going out of town, and if I could request the days off.
Yeah.
And then when the week came, they gave it to me, of course, and then when the week came, what movie had come out?
I forget at this point.
Yeah,
It's been so
I
long.
forgot what movie we came out, but I think Chris had. Were you working? Or you had the day off.
I had the day off.
He had the day off, and I know my family wanted to go, and his family wanted to go, so because we were able to get in our family in for free,
Mm-hmm.
so I showed up with my whole family, and
I
I was supposed to be out of town,
Yeah.
and I showed up with my whole family and tried to get free tickets to
You just told him to be canceled the trip, right?
to the movie. No, I told them I pushed it a day back,
Oh,
and then they were like, "Well, I thought you were supposed to be out of town," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's tomorrow we're leaving."
Yeah.
And then not too long after, we had like a big meeting, and they made a rule where you weren't allowed to get free movie tickets if you requested the day off.
Damn, that's fucked up, bro.
yeah, Christian started a fucking thing over there. I remember one time.
So if you're hearing this, it's his fault that if you work at Showplace 16 or 12 or whatever it is.
you can thank this guy for that.
That cocksucker. So his address is no.
I remember one day I was at work. I think this is before you started working there. I remember a movie. It was like the time that Iron Man had came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just feeling like it wasn't even a packed day. I was not feeling good legitimately. I felt real sick, and my manager said, "Go home." I got home. I felt better, and then my friend hit me up. He was like, "Hey, Step Brothers came out. Let's go see Step Brothers. You can get us in, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it." And I went. My manager's like, "Don't you?" I'm like, "I feel better now." And my manager, it was Becky.
Yeah.
Becky was so cool. She was like, "Let's don't do that shit again." But go ahead.
I be laughing. She was like, "All right, clock in, bro." Like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude, that movie was great though.
Step Brothers, yeah.
That movie was fucking great.
Step Brothers was great. It's just the thing is that sucked about some movies. Like you had to have like your connections because so something like Step Brothers, anything that was Sony,
Yeah, okay.
anything that was like Sony,
Yeah.
the first 2 weeks they would not allow the employees to get it for free.
Oh, really?
That was a Sony rule only.
Yeah.
That's why I kind
damn.
of hate Sony
I thought it
movies.
was like rated R or something.
No, Sony's
no,
just
certain-
bitches. Like
Certain companies. Because I remember when that one movie, The Incredible Hulk, came in,
Yeah.
me and Chris had to sneak into it because
no, we had to snake into Zoolander. I'm not Zoolander.
Fucking Zoom.
Zohan, the fucking.
Oh, with
Yeah,
Adam
but
Sandler.
Incredible Hulk was the one where we went through the bathroom to the other bathroom, and then we
Yeah.
snuck in there because we got our free tickets to go. We said we were going to go watch another movie.
Incredible
and then
Hulk.
at the other show place, it was 12, right?
Yeah, because we were
12,
at
the bathrooms
16.
are connected.
Okay.
So we went in. We had to go to the left side, but the movie we wanted. Oh shit! The movie we wanted to go to was on the right side, so we had to sneak through the bathroom to get over there.
Damn, that's crazy. And that's weird. Oh, you probably don't know if they have that rule now, right? Because
I'm not sure how things have changed with that company, but one thing I can say is if we worked a concession and popcorn and stuff like that, I'm glad that we worked there when it was a simple popcorn, nachos, pretzels. and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Now they have pizza, chicken fingers.
Bro, they got like caviar and like steaks and
Yeah.
I
Hey, shit.
I remember when me and Clarissa went, maybe about a year ago, they had this new big ass pretzel. It's like huge. It's like the size of like maybe a medium pizza, and we ordered it, and the workers made it seem like it was an inconvenience to them because they were like, I forgot, like they were like, "Are you sure you want it?" And then we're like, "Yeah." And then they asked us, "Are you sure?" They're like, "It's big." And we're like, "Yeah, we want it. We know what we're getting."
Like, asshole.
Yeah, they fucking pieces. They're probably spitting your shit. That's at least, I don't know. Well, I mean, we didn't get shit when we went. I think we just got popcorn. I didn't see. I don't wonder if they still have that giant pretzel.
Yeah, they should still.
Oh, really?
That thing's fucking like $20 though.
Man, goddamn.
For a pretzel.
Yeah,
Dude,
for a
and the
pretzel.
crazy thing was when we worked at theaters, it was like $12.50 for large popcorn and 2 drinks, and now it's like
$87 for fucking.
yeah.
Well, it's double that price now.
Yeah.
I remember because, well, I guess I can't really say it because it's inflation, but people used to always bitch about the, man, this is expensive. I've been like, well, look at now, but it's the inflation. But I remember I used to hate because they'd be on your ass sometimes. Like, if you had a certain manager working, you had to say, they call it a jingle. Well, it wasn't even a jingle. It was just, hey, for 25 cents more, you can make it a large. But the thing is, that's not a bad deal. But people sometimes would get pissed.
Yeah, they would.
Well, if I wanted a large, I would have ordered. Hey, I'm gonna do what I.
Well, I
gotta
mean,
do
it's still a
though.
bad deal when you're paying fucking $18,000 for a fucking medium Coke.
Yeah.
And for 25 cents more, it could be 18,025 cents for a fucking large. You know, but yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I always go like, yeah, just fucking whatever.
And then the crazy thing too is when we were working there, they had just come out with the buckets, and so I like somehow, well, somebody wanted a large popcorn, and then they changed their mind and wanted a bucket, so I emptied the large popcorn into the bucket, thinking it was gonna be lower, but it was like actually overflowed, and then we realized that it was kind of a rip-off because you're getting more popcorn with the large versus the bucket, but the bucket was more expensive.
Or it's like when you go to the bar and you order a tall boy, and it's like slender,
Yeah.
and then it pours out more, and you pour it into like a not regular cup, but whatever ounce cup it is, and it's like the same shit.
Yeah,
because
it looks more because it's taller, but it's just slender and the base is thicker or whatever. And
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was, it was called the large popcorn, but the bucket was the mega large, and then you get the mega large, and the popcorn, the large is overflowing on it. And shit.
You're like, oops.
Oh, I guess I wasn't supposed to do that in front of you. He said you and that person just looked at each other and didn't say anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. But like, so where else have you guys gone? Because I don't, well, I know you guys are big like wrestling fans, right? And
Yeah,
you
we-
guys go to like wrestling events and shit like that.
Yeah, one of the biggest things we've done, and that was like, it was like going on 3 years now? Yeah, it's going
Yeah,
on 3 years
yeah, it's
now.
like
We
3
went to
years.
New Orleans for WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, that's dope.
And we had like, because we're really into, of course we're into WWE stuff, but
We
really
mostly went
like,
for the indie
the
shit.
indie wrestling is where it's at, which I think you would like that. But I know you laugh at this stuff now. You grew up with it just like we did, but
Right.
you kind of like outgrew it. But the indie stuff is a lot, like, it's crazy because I'm not gonna say it's real because, well, it's not fake. I don't like using the fake word
It's more like
Well-
they hit each other, like they actually like hit each other, like it's
Yeah.
not
because
like,
they have like these death matches and you.
Well, I respect the entertainment aspect. You know, they're there to do jobs to entertain the people who go watch.
But
it,
there's,
if it
like,
is.
like the WWE. You see like, oh, you didn't hit that person.
Yeah.
Like that's
Well,
like,
my man, this is how. Well, I mean, I always knew it was fake. You know, obviously growing up in the era of WWF.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. Like it was amazing. But then, like, you kind of like, all right, it's kind of fake.
oh yeah.
The time that I found out that it was fucking for real fake was in my nephews. They're older now, but they were like probably 7, 8 at the time, 9. They were really into wrestling, and here at the Civic Center in Hammond, they would have wrestling events where like the WWE would go there.
Yeah.
At that time, I bought them tickets. I took both of them, and I think like the Big Show was there, like Randy Orton, I think it was. That's the biggest names there, and because the Civic Center is so small.
yeah.
So with the bleachers when they were out, we sat all the way to the top, but still sitting all the way to the top, you can see the ring because it's huge. And I swear, bro, like I see the guy like hit him, but not hit him. It was like
Yeah.
a foot away from their face. I was like, all
Right there, it
bro.
was like the
this just
magic was
confirmed.
over.
This just confirmed. Like I know it was fake, but Jesus Christ, I know this was fake. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking crazy. That's
yeah,
wild.
In New Orleans, that was a crazy trip, though.
That's when we met. Hey, it might have been Terror for all I know, but no, I'm just messing up. We were walking around in the what was it, Bourbon Street one night, and there, we met these two like gangster ass dudes from Michigan, and like we just hung out with them the whole. We were with my brother, his dad, and we just hung out with them for like 2 hours, isn't it? Just like, walking around with them,
talking,
and there were like some gangster ass dudes from Michigan. They pulled us out though.
They invited us back over to the hotel to smoke and shit like that.
Yeah.
Remember that? They gave Chris their number and they're hitting him up like, "Yo, where you at?"
Yeah, they wanted to meet at WrestleMania because it was the night before WrestleMania. They're like, we gotta meet up. The guy even had to be a Snapchat.
I think we ended up we were staying in the same hotel as them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
But that's the same night we ran into a pimp on Bourbon Street.
The pimp, man.
Yeah,
that was a notorious moment right there with the pimp.
They have a caddy and shit too.
That was pretty funny. No, I remember like me and Chris were scared for our lives at that moment because the pimp, he came up to us and he was like, "Yeah, I got white hose, Asian hose, black hose." He was like,
we respect.
He was naming all this shit, and then he was like, "Oh, what was it, like $15 upstairs?
$10.
$10." He said, "You just go upstairs," and like.
We laughed.
Me and Chris looked at each other and we just started busting. Well, me, Chris, and my dad looked at each other and we just started busting out laughing. And that pimp, like his whole demeanor just changed. And he was like, "Oh, y'all take me as a joke?" He was like, "I ain't no joke." And then I was like, "Oh,
like,
fuck."
get him, hoes.
I was like, "Oh, fuck." I thought he was going to pull out like a gun or a knife or something like that. I remember I got scared. I was like, "Holy shit."
But thank God my brother calmed down the situation. He was like, "Oh, no, man, we're just not... we're not from this kind of environment, so just us, we're not used to it. That's all it is." And dude, like, understood and everything, I guess. But
yeah, he calmed down. He calmed down, and he was like, where? He asked us where we're from, and then he was like, I understand.
So this is a real question, bro, and we might get canceled, bro. So now, if there is pimp still nowadays, and they have these females or whatever, right? Do they have transgender hoes now?
I'm sure.
Because like with all this Me Too bullshit and the cancel culture, imagine you go to somebody and be like, "Oh, I got Asian hoes, black whatever hoes," and then you see like this person's like, "Well, I want a transgender woman or something."
I'm sure.
Like you have to, for the masses, bro.
I think it's always been like that. They always have that though, probably.
Yeah, I think that's been around for a while.
Because I don't know if you know this guy by name. He's like an old soul, like R&B artist.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, you said he liked him back in the day until this happened. He got into, his name is Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He got into a car accident and, he was with a transvestite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. I love his music, bro.
Oh, no, his music's the shit. That's some, like, you want to get into a good mood with a nice female? There you go. Some Teddy Pendergrass.
That's the shit, bro.
But, New Orleans was definitely a crazy trip. Our trip to Canada was fun.
Oh, you guys went to Canada too?
Yeah, we got our passports. We went to Canada.
Well, that was kind of like, it was crazy because it was kind of like last minute, like, because we had seen this music festival was going to go down there and the lineup was like too good to like pass up. So
the Ever After Music Festival.
So we were like, man, we gotta go and get our like passports today. So
we brought the tickets before we even had our passports.
Yeah, we bought the tickets before we even had our passports, and then we had to hurry up and like rush everything. And
rented a car to drive down there. So on our driving down there, I don't know if it's just in our blood because my dad is a cheap guy. My brother's your dad's not cheap like that, is he?
No.
Does he try to pinch pennies like my dad?
No.
Well, I think it's just in our blood, and I don't know what it is, but
what it was I think it was because we didn't want to like. We thought that we were gonna go on like maybe a Canadian like toll road or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Well, we're at Siri.
But then we found out there is no toll roads in Canada.
Well, on Siri, we see this, requires tolls, and we're like, no. Christian has got the whole thing taken off, no tolls. So it's like, oh, look, right here. This is I think it was like a quicker trip, too. He's like, hey, this cuts our trip down to an hour. I mean, it cuts an hour off of our trip. And we'll get right there and we'll be good. So we're driving, took all the tolls off the thing. driving.
We're like in the middle of nowhere. It's like
Yeah,
it's like farmland and.
It seems weird as hell, and it's like turn left here on this street, turn right on this street.
I remember telling Chris, I was like, man, there's a border crossing over here. I was like, man, this is like really like it must be some like low key border crossing. Or something
Yeah,
like
because
that.
all you see is a body of water, and we're like, does it go down? Because we don't see no bridges. And then Siri goes, make a left here, park the car, catch the ferry. We look at each other, and we start dying laughing, like, what the hell?
And then the funny thing was we were actually gonna try to catch the ferry because we seen like the ferry could fit like 2 cars.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, we're here. Maybe we can catch the ferry, but like the ferry already had taken off.
And it costs a lot to put a car in there.
And yeah, it cost a lot to put a car on there, and we're like, yeah, and plus I think the trip back and forth was gonna be too long, and we're like, yeah, we're not.
Dang, so you guys have to like go back around. And...
Yeah, so we add another.
Well, we actually ended up taking like a more low key border crossing, kind of up further into Michigan.
Yeah.
Because what was it? Yeah, so we get to the border patrol guy, and he's asking us questions. So where you going to in Canada? Ontario. We're at in Ontario. It was Kitchener, right? Was it Kitchener?
Yeah, it was Kitchener.
It's Kitchener, Ontario. We answered the question with it. But he asked us, well, business or pleasure? Pleasure. What were you guys doing? It's on vacation, you know. What were you guys doing on vacation? Why Kitchener? You know, we're trying to avoid saying music festival because we know that they're going to want to check us. We don't have nothing on us. Don't get me wrong. We had nothing on us. But then, Christian was finally like, man, ever after music festival, he's like, oh yeah, put it aside up there. You're going to get checked.
Oh, damn.
There's the big ass dogs waiting for us and shit. We're like, oh man. But
we had to go into like the little like holding area, I guess you would say, what you would call it. It was like a little waiting area, right?
Yeah, had to go in there and wait, but we got through like nothing. But it's funny because out there in Canada, they knew exactly, like, I guess you know accents, but they knew exactly we weren't from out there. As soon as we went to the gas station, guys like, you guys are from the Midwest, aren't you? I hear your accent. I'm like, damn, dude.
We probably said pop or something. You're like, can I get some pop?
I think it's because they had like ketchup potato chips.
Yeah,
and we're like, ketchup potato chips.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard that you can only get. Well, I don't know if you could get them anywhere else in the world, but Canada was one of the.
Yeah, they're
ones
really
that
popular in Canada.
I heard they were good.
I didn't try it.
One thing that they have, like at every, like, you go to any sit down restaurant up there, they had salt and vinegar, well, vinegar and malt at every one of their tables.
Fuck.
I don't know if they did
Like
like
sauce something.
yeah, I don't know if they did spit vinegar on their fries or what.
Yeah, I do remember that. I forgot.
But Canada was fun, man.
Dude, I had some of the best pineapple pizza I've ever had there. Remember?
How dare you?
What?
You don't
How dare
like
you eat pineapple
What?
pizza?
you don't like pineapple on the pizza?
No, I've had it one time in Mexico. You know what's crazy? That's like the only time I've ever had it. Was out in Mexico. It was like a long ass time ago, and I've never had it since. Not that I didn't like it.
It was actually made in Canada. That's like it originated in Canada.
Oh really?
It's
Yeah.
funny. It's called Hawaiian pizza, but it was originated
Yeah,
in
Canada.
Canada.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's weird. Did it have like Canadian bacon and shit, like the ham on it?
Yeah, it had like.
Well, the thing is, to bacon. It was just bacon up there. That's what's funny.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a thing.
It's just
but
called bacon. Yeah.
Well, obviously, yeah, they're gonna call it just bacon, but we call it Canadian bacon because our bacon is actual. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it was like weird to me. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was just like.
Or did you guys say, yeah, can I get Canadian bacon? They're like, bacon.
The funny thing was, because we went to the music festival, it was like multiple day thing. It was 3 days, right? And by the time we'd get back to the hotel, it was late, and the
We'd be
town we were
hungry.
staying in, there was really nothing to eat that was late
Uh-huh.
besides pizza. So like at all 3 days we were there after the music festival. Because how many days were we there?
We were
together?
there 3 days. Well, we were there like 4 or 5 days together, right?
Yeah. But just the 3 days after the music festival, we ate fucking pizza.
For Domino's pizza every night.
No, the last night we got a local. We went.
Oh, and
to
that was the best pizza we ever had.
Yeah.
To this day.
That sounds like a fun day, bro.
But
Or
I
a fun
remember,
time. Eating
but I
pizza every
remember,
day.
we had pizza all 3 days, and finally the third day, I was like, I don't want pizza for a while.
You guys get back home and eat like Little Caesars and shit.
I think we got home and we were like, we both texted each other because I'm like, man, my parents just ordered pizza. And he's like, mine did too. What the fuck?
So where else have you guys been?
Went to Vegas.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Yeah.
How old were you guys when you guys went
I had
there?
just turned 21, and
It was my 22nd birthday.
Chris's
Or your 22nd
22nd
birthday.
Yeah.
It was for, I don't know if you heard, because you kind of listen to EDM, right? You were never like big into it.
Yeah, I was never big into it.
Well, this is a big EDM festival. I think this is our second year into that. Like, we got really into that style of music, and there was this huge music festival at the time called Electric Daisy Carnival (EDC),
Okay.
and that's what we went for, and that was a hell of a time. And
I honestly think that we went at like the perfect time because me and Chris were able to get like VIP tickets to the event, and they were actually, it wasn't really that expensive. But now if you try to get VIP tickets to the same music festival, it's like probably like $1,000.
What?
But when how much did we pay? Like $350?
$350 each for almost for 4 days, right?
Yeah, for 4 days, and we only paid like $350, and we got like a lot of like good amenities with the VIP tickets.
Yeah, you get like real like nice areas, real skip the lines.
Yeah,
it was really
there's
worth
like
it.
areas where you could like chill and like sit down and.
How many days was it?
4 days, right?
Yeah.
No,
It was 3.
Oh, it was 3 days.
Yeah, but we were out there for a couple of.
We were out there for like a week though.
Yeah.
But it's funny because we weren't used to that because the EDC though, their whole thing was because it was in the middle of the desert, so it started at 7 p.m. and ended at 7 in the morning.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So we weren't used to that. So we got there and it's like
too.
5 in the morning and we're standing there and we're both like falling asleep standing there and we're like we should just take the because it was like a shuttle they would take you in. You had to go through this whole like military base. So it was crazy because at first we're like, is this like an experiment just to get us fucking crazy ass people and do?
You're like, holy fuck, we're into the military.
It was funny because a couple of the nights, me and Chris were so fucking tired that we ended up like passing out on each other, and then we'd wake up and I'm like, oh shit, I'm laying on Chris's shoulder.
People probably thought like, oh, look at that cute couple right there.
So being in Vegas, did you guys experiment with any with that, especially being EDM shit? Did you guys experiment with any like drugs and shit out there?
And
in Vegas, it was more getting drunk, right?
Yeah, it was more getting drunk because there was like one day when like me and Chris just went day drinking, and then we went back to the hotel and we were getting ready for the festival because it's later in the day, and me and him were just, I don't even know what the hell we were thinking, but we were just sitting there laughing for like 2 hours straight.
So the problem is we would day drink, right? We day drink that day, and then we got there, and the thing is, we had like these things called Camelbacks, and you'd fill them with water.
Yeah.
We drank so much fucking water because we were so dehydrated from the day drinking. At that point, we didn't realize how much fucking liquor dehydrates the shit out of you.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But Christian got kind of nervous because I befriended this dude.
Oh, that dude, he looked like straight up out of a cartel movie. Like
he was all tatted
if
up.
I had to take a guess, he probably might have been with the cartel or something. Because that dude, he was like tatted up from like head to toe.
Damn.
And he was like big. He was built pretty big. And
yeah, so it was a day that was my birthday. It was like my birthday day.
Yeah.
And I went up to get me and Christian a drink from the bar, the VIP bar. And the guy asked for my ID. He's like, "Oh shit, happy birthday!" And the cholo dude's next to me. He's like, "Oh, it's your birthday, dude?" Hell yeah, Carnell and shit like that. And he's like,
yeah.
buying me shots and stuff. And Christian goes, "That guy's scaring me, dude. How are you hanging out with him?" I'm like, "He's buying me drinks, man. It's all fun. It's all friends here, dog."
You and shit, bro.
And Christian's like, "I don't know, man. He's gonna ask you to do something." But
so was that the dude that gave you that?
So that's what I said. It's funny that you bring that up. It wasn't at EDC that this happened. It was Spring Awakening in Chicago.
that was actually our very first festival experience.
Which one? Spring Awakening.
Spring Awakening.
Oh, Spring Awakening.
Yeah, this was a whole year before that.
Before Vegas.
Yeah, before Vegas. Yeah.
So we're there, and Christian is.
You could tell we were noobs because we were dressed like normal. We had like.
We weren't dressed for a fucking music festival in 90-degree weather.
Yeah, we were more dressed like if we were gonna go to like a. I wouldn't say like a club, but we were like dressed
like an indoor concert kind of.
Yeah, like an indoor concert.
But so we were all like drained out and stuff. Me and Christian ended up getting separated. So I'm just hanging out with these guys like, you know what I mean? I don't know nothing about this lifestyle at this point. So I just think they're friendly ass people. And they're like, yeah, dude, peace, love, respect. I'm like, yeah. And dude's like, God told me I was going to meet you today. At this point, I realized this dude's on drugs.
Yeah.
He's like, that God told me I was going to meet you today. God told me to do this. Close your eyes. So I'm closing my eyes. And he goes, open your mouth. I knew not to, but I just opened my mouth anyway. He's like, whoop. Safe trip. How was I on the ride home that day?
Oh man, he was the one who drove. Was it me or you?
You drove. It was
Oh, yeah.
So he put a pill in your mouth. So hold on. Hold on. So you're in Chicago. You're at Spring Awakening, right?
Yes.
You're having fun, whatever. So this dude who was probably off of ecstasy or whatever the fuck he was off of, told you to close. A stranger, a dude, mind you, told you to close your eyes and open.
He's
your
like, God
mouth.
told him, like, he's like, meet me, all right, man.
I don't know, bro. That sounds like a Pornhub fucking. That's like intro to Pornhub. Close your eyes and open your mouth. Hey, so what do you put in your mouth? A fucking pill?
Yeah, some kind of pill. I don't know the color or anything. I just said, kids don't never do this, kids. But yeah, that's what happened, and I was fun on the ride home.
Yeah, Chris on the ride home, he was crazy. He was fucking sticking his head out the window, screaming, throwing his hands all over the place.
It just made me feel alive.
We had fucking, he was playing music on the stereo, and he had it fucking cranked all the way up.
Bro, imagine he gave you like a fucking Viagra to fuck with you. Oh, that would be so awesome. You're like, dude, I don't feel shit. Like, I feel lightheaded. Yeah, because all your blood's in your fucking boner and shit. For 4 hours there, you just with a heart out. And that would be hilarious.
Was that
That was the second night.
which one? The second night?
Yeah.
So the third night was the one with the parking situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
could,
was,
it
what
was
was that?
raining. It started pouring and raining on us, right? So it was still a Spring Awakening, and it was. I don't know if you ever heard of Skrillex.
no,
Yeah.
It was, because at that time, Spring Awakening was only 2 days.
Oh, okay.
So it must have been the same day, maybe.
No, actually, the first night was the raining.
Oh, okay.
So it was rain. It poured rain on us. It was Skrillex. It was a great experience. We loved it.
Yeah.
And we parked in the garage in Soldier Field area. We forgot where we parked.
Oh, damn.
So it took like 2 hours to find out where we parked.
Yeah.
Damn,
And-
you didn't have the panic button?
It was
No,
my car.
well, we did have a panic button, but the thing was because there was like 4 different parking garages, and we kept asking like the workers how to get to one, and they kept sending us to the wrong one. So we just walked around in circles for like 2 hours.
Damn.
So mind you, it was raining, right? And it's all hilly kind of over there. And I think I lost my footing, and we tried to walk like a different way, like a different path,
Mhm.
going down a hill, right? I lost my footing and I fell and rolled down the fucking. So if you can imagine my big ass, like.
You run on a fucking hill?
And then some random guy saved Christian's life because he almost walked into traffic.
No, he did not save my life. That guy was over exaggerating. I was just trying to peek over the corner because there was like a fence in my way, and
Yeah.
for some reason he thought I was gonna like cross the road while traffic was going, so he
Yeah.
like ran in front of me and hugged me, and he was like, "Stop!" And then
What the fuck are you doing?
yeah, I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? And then he was like, "Don't you see the traffic?" And then
I think that was the same guy that gave me the pill. No, I'm playing.
no.
So what he said, I saved your life.
Yeah, basically, and I was like, dude, I was telling Chris, I was like, I wasn't even trying to walk. I was just trying to peek over to see what was over there.
Bro, you should have got his number. Could have called him and tell him to fucking verify his story and tell his side of the story.
I was like, just let him have it, man. Just let him have that one. He probably tells people to this day, hey, I saved this guy's life.
You probably got kids out and shit, everything else. He's like, man, I remember one time when I was younger, I went to Soldier Field and I was some EDM concert or whatever. At Spring Awakening, this dude who walked into traffic, I think he was on drugs. He was like, I ran up there and I saved his life. Probably to this day, he's saying that story, bro. That's awesome.
I'll never forget. There was another funny moment too of that Spring Awakening when I think it was the first night. It was kind of like when we were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Chris went to like the concession stand, and I
And
went
we
up to
were
the
drained out from the heat because it was hot as hell. It was like June.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
yeah we were pretty drained, and I went up to the concession stand. And I was like, yeah, can I get 2 Red Bulls? And Chris
I was behind him.
he was behind me, and
I just assumed if he's asking for 2 Red Bulls, well,
Right.
it's for me, right?
Yeah.
I grabbed both of them and just
He's stone cold stunning those
No,
bitches,
don't-
bro.
yeah.
He's like fucking smacking them. Oh.
I did, and Chris was like, "Oh, I thought you were behind me." When I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry."
I had to get back in line and shit.
Oh, it sucked, bro.
I was like, damn it. I wish I would have known that.
Jesus,
Because there were
bro.
little ones, you know.
Yeah. Of
But
course.
still.
That's why I got 2, because I was like, "Well, these are like the small Red Bulls." And I was like, I feel tired, so I was like, I need a pound two of them.
That's so disrespectful. Like, you're thirsty as shit, and you fucking stone cold stutters both of them, just fucking chugs.
He was like, oh no.
Yeah. So, I mean, but as far as all that, though, like, that's pretty cool, like I said, like, you know, that you guys hang out a lot. And it's cool that you guys travel and shit, so, like, you know, that you guys spend a lot of time with each other, you know, like I said, being family and everything else, you know, traveling, and it's awesome that you guys share, like, the same taste in music, you know, kind of same taste in, like, movies.
All kinds
and
of
shit like
stuff,
that.
yeah.
It's definitely, it's awesome, you know, it's pretty cool, and, but, like, as far as all that, like, have you guys ever, like, got into it and shit?
What?
Yeah, one time when we worked.
When we worked together,
Yeah, what happened?
At the it was after we quit the movies. We went to work at our family's business. And I'll let Chris.
I don't remember really who fought about. It's very
What
stupid.
family? What was the family business?
It was over there in North Hammond by Pulaski Park. Right by his house, actually. It was called the Dairy Topper, and it was like ice cream and burgers and stuff.
Heroes, stuff like that.
And me and him were working, but the thing is, I had a girlfriend, and we knew her from the movie theater.
Yeah.
I had met her there, and I don't know what happened. I don't even know what happened. What happened to this point?
We were all friends, so we all.
I think I lied to her about something, and he didn't continue to lie, so I got mad at him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was. He told me to text her something, and I didn't.
Do it right.
I didn't do it the right way that he wanted me to. So then she got mad at Chris, and then Chris got mad at me, and then I just remember me saying, "Oh, you're the one that fucking told me to do it." And then there was like a stool, like made out of crates, right?
Well, yeah, we had these milk crates, you know.
Yeah.
And we kind of ran out of, like, there were so many people working in there and stuff, in and out, and chairs were breaking and stuff. So we kind of made a stool out of these milk crates. So Christian got mad and just said, "Fuck you," and then just, like, kicked the shit out of those milk crates. They went flying everywhere. And then it was a small place, so I think I just went to the front and you stayed in the back.
No, I stayed in the front.
Oh.
I stayed in the front because I remember I was the ice cream cone maker.
Yeah. And then we didn't talk to each other for the rest of that day. The next day we go in and we act like nothing ever happened. So that's the kind of relationship we have.
That's awesome, bro.
So we get into a fight, we'll be mad at each other for like a day, and then I think this is men in general though. You get into arguments and
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, dude. Because like, I don't know if I've ever, I considered Jimmy one of my like really really closest friends.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot together and everything else. But I don't know if we ever, like thinking back, I don't know if we ever got into a situation like that, where we got like mad at each other or whatever. But that just goes to show you though that, when guys, when they get mad at each other, either they'll argue about it for like one day or something, or they'll fist fight or something, and the next day it'll be good. You know what I'm saying? You get a beer or whatever it is, and you're good. Females, bro.
Oh no, that's a whole different situation.
They do like a whole fucking Facebook post about how fake they are and how I can't believe this and that happened.
And then when they talk shit about each other,
yeah, and then they talk shit about each other, and then they like, they'll probably talk shit about like their family or something like this, and then like spill like their tea about, oh yeah, well this bitch did this one time, and then like it lasts like a whole month, and then like a month later they're like, all right, well we're cool again. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that was all drama.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking, it's crazy.
But
so where else have you guys been?
So I was gonna bring up, what like a camping music video is? I mean, music festival is?
A camping music festival? No.
So this one called Electric Forest.
No, that was 4 days.
Yeah, that's a 4-day music festival. It's camping. Christian went to it a lot of times.
Actually 5 remember because we got the
early access to go in.
Early access is just so you could go and like set up your camping spot and just like.
Oh, so you actually like camp there and shit.
Yeah.
We'd like to get the early access, that way you could just set your, because if you don't get early access then you have to like set your shit up and then hurry up and get ready and go straight into the festival. But with the early access you could set your shit up and then just chill for one day and then and then just go to sleep, wake up, and then get ready for the festival.
So like, is it like the amphitheater? You know how they have the lawn seats in Tinley? Is it like kind of like that, or like the stage is like kind of far? Or
no, there's like 5 different stages.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yeah, it's a huge.
It's like all in a whole in a forest.
Is it still like still going on now? Like, well, not now, but like it's still.
Yeah, it's still a thing, but I don't know. With COVID, I know last year they canceled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 2017 is the year I went with Christian.
And where's
Well,
it
you
at?
went 2 years.
Oh yeah, I went 2017, 2018.
Where's it at?
Michigan,
Oh, Michigan. Okay.
Rothbury, Michigan.
Okay.
And Christian, I think this was your 4th year that I went with you, right, or 5th year?
It was 4th and 5th, I would imagine.
Well, I went. Yeah, first year I went with him was his 4th year, and we packed up, and it was a great, overall it was a great trip. But the thing is, I didn't realize Christian did tell me this, but so when you go in, you have to get in this long line, like miles long, to get in, and they check your stuff
Yeah.
and get you in. But when I get in, I was on like a half a tank, maybe a little less than half a tank of gas. But by the time we got to our camping spot and everything, as soon as I parked the car, my gas was on E. So 4 days on E, or 5 days on E, but the thing is, I didn't move the car. The problem is, too, is we had a lot of stuff in the car, so we constantly open it and close it. And I
It's like
think,
the radio, too.
Yeah. And I never
Charging.
started my car. I was afraid to start my car because
Battery drain.
because the gas was low. So
Right.
the battery drained. The last day we're packing up, getting ready to leave. The car won't turn on. So luckily, this fucking hippie ass dude, we call him Wooks. They're real like dirty, like with the dreads.
Yeah,
yeah. Like some people wouldn't shower for days.
Yeah,
the whole time.
some people wouldn't shower the whole time they were there.
They would wear the same clothes that they
Did
came
they
in
have
with.
showers there?
Yeah. I brought my own like portable shower, but they have like showers where you
Wait,
can.
what the fuck is
Yeah.
a portable shower?
So it's like a bag.
No,
Well, you can explain our portable
it's-
shower.
Our portable shower is a bag, but I also bought like a little, like kind of like a little tent, like a changing tent. So
Uh-huh.
like, you just take the bag into the little, it's like a little thing that's big enough to where you can just stand inside, and you just take the bag in there, and it's got like a little, what do you call it? What are those things? Like a shower head.
Yeah.
And then you just.
Where we get the water from?
Well,
They had those little.
They have like
spots you
water
can fill up
stations
with water.
there. They have
Oh,
water
okay.
stations there, so you can like fill up
Damn,
water
They
bottles.
have fucking like portable washing station or whatever it is. They're crazy.
Yeah, so like we just did that because it was a lot cheaper than paying for the showers, because the showers were like $10 a shower or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Was it
expensive.
limited?
No, I mean, we just want to pay $10 a day,
Right. Yeah.
I'd rather just pay because the shower bag is cheap. It's only like $15.
Or you could take a whole bath. Here, you got a water bottle, put some soap in your nuts and buckle and just wash that shit up.
But we're like leaving. We're getting ready to leave. My car won't start. This guy jumps my car. I'm on E. I have to get to the gas station fast. You can explain what happens here.
So we hurry up and get the hell out, and we took like an exit that I wasn't really familiar with, and we're trying to hurry up and go to a gas station, and they said like the nearest gas station was like 35 miles away or something like that.
Mhm.
So we're like, well, maybe we can take a shortcut, because we seen like a dirt road, and there's like dirt roads all over the place, and we seen all kind of cars take dirt roads like the whole weekend. So we're like, let's take this dirt road. Maybe it'll take us to the main road a little bit faster. So we're driving, and we see this big ass like chain, like big ass chain link blocking where we need to go to next.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris was like, he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna ram through it, because we need to hurry up and get to a gas station.
Yeah.
So Chris floors it, and we're like heading towards it, and I was telling, last minute I told him, no, like stop, you're gonna fucking fuck your car up.
We get real close. As soon as we get to it, I noticed that I'm good at it because it was like chained real tight, and it would have probably knocked my hood off.
Damn. So what'd you guys do?
We ended up making it right to the gas station. As soon as I'm pulling in, my car dies up.
Damn, for real?
So we made it just.
Yeah, as soon as we pulled into the gas station, because we ended up reversing, going back down that dirt road, and then going down the right way we needed to go to, jumping on the highway. And like on the highway, you could kind of feel the car dying out.
Yeah.
And me and him were getting nervous. And then finally, like, we seen a gas station, so I was like, hurry, pull in there. And as soon as we pulled into it, like, the car just, like, just died out. Yeah.
God, dude, that's awesome. Well, that also is fucked up, but it's crazy how that shit happened, where it's, like, right at the gas station, and you have to, like, fucking down the road somewhere.
Yeah, thank God.
the funny thing was, maybe a week later, me and Chris went to the movies to go, because that whole thing with his battery sitting there, dead for like 5 days, and then we got that jump. We went to the movies. We came out and we were getting ready to leave. It was kind of a late movie. It was like we got out at like 11 or something.
Yeah. So at this time, I'm still smoking cigarettes. So the first thing I do is go in there. I light my cigarette. I go to turn on the car. You hear boom, smoke coming from the hood. I thought we died. I was like,
He said, I thought we died.
yeah, I thought the car blew. I thought it was a car bomb.
Yeah.
And then fucking I opened up the hood. The battery exploded. Like you see, like pieces, like nuts or something came out the something came out flying out the battery.
The battery, like you seen like the fucking shit oozing out, and the top of the battery exploded.
I've never seen that shit happen.
So it's funny as hell because I'm like, man, who are we gonna call? He goes, you have to call your dad. I'm like, let's call. We have a friend Sandra. I call her, see if she could come pick us up. She was like out of town, but so I'm like, fine, I'll call my dad. He goes, why are you not gonna call your dad? I'm like, he's gonna blame me for this. He's like, it's not your fault. How can it be your fault?
Like, oh, it's my fault.
And then I'm like, all right, watch. Put on speaker. Hey, Dad, my car, I don't know what happened. I'm going to start it. It just blew up. Well, that's because you always have the radio and air conditioning on. And
Like
I'm
your
what
car's engineer should do that, but it's your fault.
And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I always see you. I always get in the car after you sometimes because my dad used in my car sometimes.
Yeah.
He's like, and you never turn the air off because my dad will park the car and he'll turn the air off, turn the radio off, and then he'll turn it off. Turn off the car.
Yeah.
Me, I just always left it on this summer. My dad said that's why he said I tried to start everything at once and it overloaded the battery, it allowed it to blow up. But the next day was 4th of July.
Yeah.
So everybody was telling my dad, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
And he's like, my dad to this day is like, I don't care, I know it. So I remember you got mad. You're like, what the hell? But our uncle picked us up and got us home. I got a new battery.
But did you ever find out what happened to the fucking battery?
No.
No,
I think it was because your mom made perfect sense. It's because it was probably already dying anyway, and I guess being dead for that long. I don't know. It really doesn't make sense.
Way.
Yeah,
There's no way that.
I have no idea, but it was honestly a scary. Like when it happened, like I was scared as hell because it was loud. It was like a big ass boom.
Yeah. Damn, bro. I've never
And
heard
the
of
fucking
that
hood.
shit
The
happening.
hood actually like. Oh shit! Sorry, I hit the mic. But the hood actually like popped up. That's why like they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we just seen smoke coming from it. And the thing is, like you said, it was late. Like he said, it was late, so there was nobody there to witness it. Like that, come like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But yeah, I should look it up and see if anybody.
Yeah, I was
ever-
gonna say I'm gonna Google this after this and
It was
see
a
if any
nitro.
reason why a fucking car battery would blow up.
Maybe you had to leave your car in the parking lot because.
Yeah, because our uncle came and picked us up.
Because I know car batteries can get swollen, you know. But I guess I don't.
That's what I said. That's
Unless
why
it
I
was
thought we.
swollen for a long time and it just like blew the fuck up.
It was just like quick as of course it was quick, but it was just like boom.
He's like, I'm dead.
I remember there was a good movie too. There was Baby Driver.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. We've seen.
What was
that,
it?
Trevor.
Baby Driver. You ever seen that?
Baby Driver?
Yeah.
It's a good movie, man.
I never seen
It's
that.
not about a baby that drives, by the way. It's like about bank robbers and stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it a baby driver and shit?
It's a pretty dope movie, but yeah, man. As I said, me and Christian did all kinds of fun shit together. Of course, I know you've heard the story before, but me and Christian, this was like way before all that. Our cousin had came into town. Or our two aunts and our cousin came into town from Michigan. They close to Detroit, not really Detroit, like more of a more suburby area. So they came out here and for a wedding out here. And for some reason, out of all the places, they wanted to go to 26th Street in Chicago to go get the
You told me.
tortillas, you know, the all kinds of Mexican restaurants and stuff. They just want to check it out. So they're like, hey, my cousin, who we were spending, when she was out here, we spent a lot of time with her that week, that year. And so they're like, hey, can you guys come with us? And we're like, hell yeah, let's go. So me and Christian just got our fresh haircuts with the designs in them.
Yeah, I think I had a mohawk with designs on
Yeah,
the
I had one side done with the design.
Yeah.
Thinking we look cool as hell. Well, I always look cute. And then, so we're walking around 26th Street, Chicago.
Wait. You forgot to mention the most important thing. Me and him went home because we were working at the family business. And, we got off early, so he went home to go change. I went home to go change, and we met up again to go with the family at 26th Street, and we looked at each other like, oh man, how the hell? Like, what are the chances we're wearing the same kind of
Color scheme,
same color T-shirt and stuff, and we just kind of laughed about it.
So
we weren't thinking about
Right,
it.
right.
because we're not, that's not our lifestyle. you
right,
know?
gaming, like yeah.
I thought to myself, okay, I'm not wearing red, I'm not wearing blue,
So you're fine.
I'm not wearing like gold or anything, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
So
So then you go to Little Village.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
We're walking. Well, we're wearing beige to be exact.
Beige and
That's
black
the
or
color
just-
we're wearing.
No,
Yeah,
we're
beige.
just wearing beige. Oh,
Well,
I think I might have had black shorts on. I can't remember because it was summertime.
Yeah.
At that time, I used to wear undershirts on my stuff, so my undershirt was black, and you could see it because everything was
Oh
oversized.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
So, and my overshirt was beige, so beige and black I was wearing. Walking down, we're doing all these stores. This dude bumps into me and goes, 2-6 killer, motherfucker. Kings all day. And I'm like, what? And he's like, 2-6 killer, you heard me? And I said, yo, I ain't shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thought he heard from me. He goes, what? And he started walking
That
towards
dude
me.
he got all hard. He was like, "What'd you say?" And then
We walked into a store and like he walked the other way.
Yeah.
And then we're like freaking out, like, oh shit. And I'm like, man, it was this one incident. We're cool. We're walking. We notice a big ass SUV.
Well, not
following
just
us,
that, but we see everybody like just
staring at us. And
Yeah.
And,
They're probably, these guys got some fucking balls on them coming here.
We see-
Cause like Little Village area, I think where you were talking about where you were at, you were like right by the Ark and shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There.
so I
that's
think,
all King area.
yeah, I think that's all King area or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think you went to that what was it called, the discount mall or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still open or not, but yeah, dude, that's like all King area there.
Yeah.
Some shit.
So like everybody's eyes around us. I could like feel
I could bet these old ladies like these motherfuckers got some balls on them, bro.
I
Wearing
could-
that shit around here.
Yeah, I could feel them like everybody staring at me, and I was like, man, I don't feel safe right now.
You're like, I'm from heaven in the end. I don't know what's going on.
We noticed this fucking SUV kind of like going around the block a lot.
Yeah.
And then Christian's like, this is it, bro. We went to one store. He goes, Chris, this is it. We're going to fucking die. They're going to shoot us. And I'm like, we're fine. I'm trying to calm down the situation. I'm not stupid, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. But I'm trying to calm down the situation. I'm like, Christian, it's daylight out. Ain't nobody going to shoot nobody. He looks at me and goes, people die all the time during the daylight. What are you talking about? This is Chicago.
So then what happened? You guys were in the store?
So yeah, we just kind of went store to store trying to avoid like being outside because
Yeah.
we didn't want to be out there too long. And then we were trying to hit up our
Our aunts.
the older our aunts, trying to figure out where they were at because we were way on the other side and they were way back in the beginning where the arch is at.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were trying to figure out where they're at because we're gonna meet up with them and
Because we were supposed to meet them, but them to go eat anyway. And they're like, they're with our grandma.
Mm.
And they're like, hey, well, we're at this restaurant. We're like 2 blocks down from where you guys are at. So let's come to the restaurant. And we just fucking waited to see. I think you looked outside. You said, that truck just passed now. Let's
Yeah.
run to that restaurant. We get to the restaurant. We explain to them what's going on. They're like, okay, well, we'll go get the van. You guys stay here with grandma. And we're just sitting there. And it's funny because she's so sweet. She don't realize what's going on, our grandma.
Yeah.
She's just like telling us stories and stuff. And we're like,
Heart beating and shit, like fucking sweating. Like, what the fuck?
I'm thinking in my head, like, little does she know is we might walk out of this restaurant now and just get fucking
lit up.
annihilated.
we might get lit up.
That's fucking
But
crazy.
what happened?
Bro.
The crazy thing was, as soon as we leave the restaurant, we see that truck again, and me and Chris we were like sweating, because we're like, oh man, there they are. They're like right there, and then thankfully out of nowhere we see the red and blue lights go, and they pull the truck over, and they start searching the car, and they find a bunch of guns in there.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. So they probably were looking for you guys, but ready to shoot you guys and
Yeah.
shit. That's
They were
fucking-
about to make a fucking. They were in the middle of the news. Our kids would never do that, and people would be like, yeah, right. That's why
Yeah,
they're
you know what
wearing.
I'm saying? You would have your parents on there like, we're from heaven, Indiana. We came to, eat or whatever. And damn, that's fucking crazy. But that's like the problem, bro, with Chicago is that you can't wear any fucking colors, bro.
You can't wear anything like
Like
that.
literally every color in the fucking rainbow is a gang color, bro. Literally every single one.
Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't know why I didn't think about it at the time, but now that I think about it, I don't know why I just didn't take my shirt off and just wear because I had a white, a white tank top underneath, and I should have just took my shirt off and walked around with the white tank top or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, yeah, because especially if you feel like your life is being threatened and shit, then yeah, like fuck this shit. But at the same time, it's like, why the fuck do I gotta take my shirt off to, you know, make anyone else happy or whatever?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was screwed regardless because I was wearing beige shorts. Because I was wearing all beige.
yeah.
So I would have had a black
Asians
shirt
are
with beige
walking around
shorts
as tidy whities and shit. I think that's him right there. They're like, it's not me.
Yeah,
Well, we had
I
the
think
fucking
because
design
it was around the time when like those those checkered shorts were popular.
Uh-huh.
So I think Chris had like beige and black checkered shorts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those golf shorts.
Yeah, they're looking for you guys for sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, bro. Like we used to go down there to like just go to the discount mall. You know what I'm saying, and just shop around
They have
there,
good deals.
whatever. You know, because I used to listen to a lot of like kind of rap or whatever, like Spanish hip hop, whatever. And they would always sell all the CDs there and shit. So we'd always go there to get the shit or whatever. But yeah, dude, now you can't even fucking go there, bro. Cause
No, it's probably even worse now compared to then.
well, maybe. It's gotten a little better. I'm not sure, but it's
Well,
still.
remember not too long ago we seen that we shared it in our group. Remember the guy? I think they said he was like he was no affiliation and
No, he was.
He was.
I do think got shot in his yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. He was a Land King.
Oh, okay.
But this happened like on 23rd, I think. So like 3 block or whatever streets away, from like 26th Street. But he was a Land King because you could tell by what he was wearing, how his hat was, whatever. But yeah, if you've seen the news, it was like the security camera caught on footage. He was like in a gated yard or whatever.
Yeah.
And because I read the article, it was like 3 or 4 like opposite gang members. They came from like another hood or whatever, it was SDs or whatever. And I think the story goes that they asked that dude for like a cigarette or a lighter or some shit, and he did give them to him. And then that, because what they do is they, like, if you're one gang, they'll throw that gang that they don't like to make it seem like they're that. So if you throw it up to them, they're like, oh, it's him, and they'll beat you up, shoot, whatever the fuck. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And then was shooting that guy like point blank, and they fucking like shot him like.
They emptied like the whole clip on him, man.
Yeah, dude. Like,
It was
the whole
disturbing to
fucking-
see because you see his limp body just.
Yeah, dude. It's, to see it like there, bro. Because I've seen shit like that before. You know what I'm saying? But like to see it again, it's just like, man, dude, it's fucking crazy how people could do this and whatever. But like, man, dude, it's just. It was just so happened. It was a coincidence that you guys, were going to an area where you guys weren't familiar with, wearing something that you guys wanted to wear.
Yep.
And that could have been the end for you guys. But it's fucking
It was
crazy.
I got another story too. I remember right around here, a couple blocks away over here. I had just got a brand new hoodie. My parents got me for my birthday. It was like sugar skulls,
Yeah.
and it was like black and white. It had like sugar skulls all over it. And, man, I love that hoodie so much. And I was over here in this neighborhood, walking around, and I didn't even know that I was in a dragon neighborhood.
Oh damn.
And I was walking around, and next thing I know, I see like 4 squad cars just pull up next to me, and they like were saying like I was a dragon, and they were
Around here in Hammond?
yeah
You got a dragon around here?
yeah right over there by what's that one elementary school by Bugaboo?
Morton Elementary.
Morton Elementary.
Hey,
yeah.
I don't know anything about the dragon.
I don't
community
know
either.
about anymore, but at the time when I was walking around there, it
Yeah.
was, and they handcuffed me and they were gonna arrest
Damn.
me, and then I was like, luckily I talked them into letting me call my parents. My parents came down there and they were like, no, like he's not involved with anything. And then one of the cops, he was like, well, what school do you go to? And I told him Clark, and then he ended up being like a officer that worked at Clark. And he was like, I've seen this guy around, and yeah, he doesn't hang around with like the other dragons that go there. So he was like, so they let me off. But I remember I was like scared as hell because I was like, man, they're about to book me.
Well, the thing that pissed me off with the whole situation was you said that they slammed you against the hood, right?
yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy though, bro, because like, even if you were, okay, like you're not doing any crimes, so I'm okay.
Well, they tried to, because at the school there was like a broken window, and they were trying to pin me on breaking that window.
What?
Yeah, they were saying that I broke the window.
Wow.
And then that was a reason for arresting me.
Right, yeah.
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like fucking bullshit. Yeah, that's crazy though, man. It's I mean, when you live in an urban area, man, where there's like 50,000 different gangs everywhere, you know what I'm saying? From biker gangs, especially Indiana.
Yep.
From
Invaders,
biker gangs
all
to
that shit.
real, like, actual just urban gang members or gangs, whatever. And you can't even, like I said, you can't even wear a fucking certain color because then you get shot by some other opposite gang, or you get try to get fucking arrested by or harassed by police because they think that you're this. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, but that's fucking crazy, bro. But luckily, you guys were able to get out of that jam. You know,
and we're here to tell you our stories of our craziness.
That's good though, man. I mean, you guys have a lot of stories.
Not now. If they seen me, they wouldn't think because now I wear my tight ass jeans.
That's why you wear tight jeans now, because you know
well,
that traumatized you.
We can tell you a whole different situation now. That I remember you told me. I don't know if you okay with telling that when you get what's that called, the like strap, the bag that goes around you, the crossbody bag.
Oh, the crossbody bag.
And you were at a gas station. You told me about. You said a drunk guy attacked. Well, he didn't attack you, but he harassed you at the gas station.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that was not too long ago. It was like
probably a year ago, right?
A year ago, or maybe 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just I was like the shoulder bags. They're like
yeah,
popular
I got one
right now.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, I worked at a gas station and some drunk guy just harassing me saying that. Oh man, all these. He was like, "Oh, you gay as hell," all this other shit, and he was like harassing me. I was like, "Whatever, dude."
Oh, by the way, that was terror. No,
no, man, that's dope though, bro. But yeah, man, I mean, that's I like to hear. Like I said, man, that's the reason why we do this. To talk to different people and tell us not only like life stories, whatever, but just like different situations that happen in your life. Traumatizing or otherwise.
Oh
It's
yeah,
pretty cool, man. And I know you guys are gonna be because you're so tight right now. I can just imagine just down the line when you have kids, get married and shit.
My dad always talks about that. He's like, you always see you guys having each other over for barbecues and stuff like that.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
Definitely should.
I already said Chris is moving in the basement.
Yeah, fucking, you guys get a house and move in the basement and shit. Fuck, I'm gonna move down there too. Fuck it.
We had the podcast on there, remember? But on that note, Fred, you got anything else?
On that note, man, don't wear beige and black in Little Village. No, man, no. That's it. That's all I had for today. I just really want to thank you for coming here. Doing this shit with us. That way people can see too the other face of I guess our little entourage that we have for the whole podcast.
New member.
The new member of our
Member.
podcast. Helping us with directing the intro.
Yeah,
and
man, I'm excited for everybody to hear it. So hopefully.
Yeah, by this time everybody will have heard it. So
Yeah, definitely. But shit, on that note, you ain't got shit else.
Nope.
That's it for me.
That's it. I want to thank you guys for listening. Smoke a fucking stogie, bitch.
Welcome to the Smoky Shetty Podcast.